Choose your character.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to PKG. I'm Evan. This is Mike, and today is our type of the month for what is it? April.
April.
Yeah. So today for April's type of the month, we're doing flying types. The reason we're doing flying types, we're kind of going in order. We've talked about it, and I like the idea of doing it where it's like when you play the game, these are kind of like the types you first encounter. So we did fire, water, and grass, which is the starters. And then you do normal types and flying types because those are kind of like what you run into at the beginning of the game. So yeah, and then we'll kind of steadily go through all the typings and stuff. But yeah, so flying type is for this month's type of the month. Shall we get started?
Yeah, shall we get started? Indeed, I will go first. So my number 5 is a Pokemon from Gen 4. A lot of my Pokemon actually are a part of Gen 4, but that's Gliscor.
Oh, yeah.
Love his design. Love what they did with Gligar. I used him the first time I played Diamond Pearl. I think I purposely hacked so I could get him. But I love his design. I love his moveset. Love his evolution in general. And I just think they did a fantastic job of what they did with him. I don't know. He just looks badass. He is badass. His stats are 5'10", which is really good.
Oh, shit. That's a lot higher than I thought.
His defense is 125, which is a lot more than I actually thought it was.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like Gliscor too. I have him on my honorable mentions. I think he's dope. I think his poison heal ability works really well, and you can set him up really well that way. And like you said, the design, super badass. I think Gligar was already kind of a cool Pokemon, but he was lacking, and I think that evolution was definitely something he needed. So I would 100% agree.
Boom. That's my number 5.
Nice. My number 5 is Gyarados. So Gyarados, he has a base stat line of 540. He did get a Mega, and his Mega base stats would be 640. Now, for that being said, when we do our battle, I will not be using him as a Mega because he does not keep his flying type when we do that. So that's not fair. Flying types only. So I'll keep him as a regular Gyarados. I love Gyarados. The design is sick. Magikarp sucks, but it's okay. His move pool, unreal. Like once you kind of start getting going with him, super, super good Pokemon. And yeah, I think Gyarados is just one of those Pokemon where it's like you can get him super easily early on in the games. The shiny Gyarados in the second gen games were always dope. I remember always getting him later on if I didn't pick for Alligator already. So yeah, just super cool Pokemon. Number 5. Love them.
All right. Moving on to my number 4, the new gen. And it's Corviknight. I thought Corviknight would be good when it first came out. I remember me and you were raving about it when it first came out, how cool the design is and everything with it. And then I used him, and he was everything I wanted him to be. His stats are 495, which is worse than Gliscor, but I still think is good. His moveset is still very solid considering it's a flying steel type. I'd say it's better than Skarmory's.
Skarmory. See, those two are very comparable. I like the aspect that Corviknight has an evolution chain where Skarmory doesn't, and it's kind of like meh. But Skarmory was the original. I think Skarmory's a badass because his like wings are blades, whereas Corviknight's just this like tanky bird of like death, crow looking thing. But yeah, both very cool. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I think he's better than Skarmory, which is why I picked him over Skarmory.
Nice. Funny enough, he's also my number 4.
Yeah.
I love Corviknight. I used him in my first playthrough. Really, really good Pokemon. His first typing is flying, which I thought was interesting. Like literally no flying type Pokemon besides Norvern. The first 2 Pokemon in the evolution chain, so like Corvisquire and whatever the other one is, they're mono flying. Those are the only mono flying except for Tornadus, which is a legendary. But Corviknight and Noivern, I think, are the only primary flying types that aren't legendaries. So I think that's pretty cool. But yes, I like Corviknight. Cool design, 495 stat total. Just really, really dope. He has a Gigantamax form, which I think is also very cool. And yeah, so.
Oh, and
Skarmory is one of those Pokemon where it's like they're so similar, but it's just Corviknight's just like a little better for me, just like evolution Pokemon, and I like the design a little bit better. So
yeah, I do love his Gigantamax. It's great.
Yeah.
All right, my number 3. I haven't already talked about it. It's Gyarados.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious to have Gyarados on this list. He's one of the OGs. He's definitely up there. Love the design. Mega Gyarados can fuck off, but
So yes, same rule applies. You cannot use Mega Gyarados.
It's okay. I got other Megas. I'm good.
So do I.
But yeah, base stat, like you said, 540. Mega Gyarados takes it to 640. Don't know why I got a dark type. That'll forever be like the weirdest thing to me.
I don't know why they didn't change the flying to dragon.
Yeah. It was even perfect with the design they gave it. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, Gyarados, great move set, great everything. Can learn all the moves, Thunderbolt, Earthquake, all that kind of jazz. It's just great.
Yeah, he's great. Okay, my number 3, we're sticking with Gen 1, is Aerodactyl. So this list for me is very difficult because I have like a group of Pokemon that are all about the same for me. When I was kind of looking at them, I'd be like, oh, he's cool. But then the thing for me is if I see Pokemon that repeat in terms of like what they kind of represent, I'm not as big of a fan because they're like so similar. So when we get to my honorable mentions, I'll talk about this a little bit more because a lot of those Pokemon on there are pretty much the exact same Pokemon. But the reason why I picked Aerodactyl is for a couple of reasons. One, I like the rock flying typing. I think it's very unique. I don't think there's a whole lot of rock flying types, or if any, off the top of my head. I don't think there's any.
Arch.
Oh, Archeops or whatever.
Yeah.
But him being a fossil type, it's still pretty cool. But then his ability kind of counteracts that, which kind of sucks. But yeah, so Aerodactyl for me, he's the OG. I remember getting him in the old games. I always wanted him because, like, playing Pokemon Red, it was very hard to get a flying type other than like Pidgeot that was actually good. So I'd always try to get the Aerodactyl. His base stat line is 515. When he Mega Evolves at 615, his Mega looks sick. It's everything I ever wanted. But yeah, so Aerodactyl, my number 3, I just think he's really dope. Now, my 3rd, 4th, and 5th picks, so like Aerodactyl, Gyarados, Corviknight, I could easily interchange all those. I honestly might actually put Corviknight as my 3rd choice and put Aerodactyl as 4 and then Gyarados as 5, just because Corviknight is a little bit more new and I do kind of like him a little bit better. But all these are super interchangeable. I love them all. So, and we'll get to my honorable mentions, and like there's a couple honorable mentions on there where I like definitely would have put them on the top 5 if I could, but couldn't. So, but yeah, there you go. Number 3, Aerodactyl.
All right. My number 2, sticking to Gen 4. Again, back up to Gliscor. Staraptor. I think Staraptor is the flying normal type. I think that there's no other Pokemon that I think could be better than him when it comes to that. And I think
it's very comparable between him, Braviary, and maybe Pidgeot.
Yeah, but I think overall he's the best.
I agree.
Like, design-wise, I think he looks really good. Best-wise, I think, like, Braviary is great, and I was tempted to put him in. He is in my honorable mentions, and I was tempted to put him in, but I think Staraptor is just the best one. He came before Braviary, so that kind of helps me a little bit more. I use both of them. I like Staraptor. I think his 485 stat line is absolutely fantastic. His attack of 120 is great. He's fast. He can have both defense. No, his defense is all right. He can have both defense.
You're talking out of your ass now.
Yeah, I am. Sorry, I do that.
Well, here, let me help you. I totally agree with you. Where like Staraptor, I remember Close Combat and Brave Bird. That was like ultimate combo. See, now for me, funny enough, Braviary is in my honorable mentions, just like you. He's one of those Pokemon I should put on my list, and I wish I kind of did. But I remember using him. He could have like Rock Slide, Crush Claw, Brave Bird, like all these like sick physical type attacks, and I love him. I have a soft spot for him. But the thing is you couldn't get him until so much later on in the game, where Staraptor you could just get him instantly, and he was just so good when he evolved, and I just have a soft spot for him. So I agree with you 100%.
Other
So-
than talking out of my ass part, yeah.
Yeah, but no, he's a good stats, good like move pull, considering when he came out in Gen 4, that's when they first started diving into like physical and special split. So I think it was a very good Pokemon to use. Okay, my number 2 is Talonflame. So essentially this is just Charizard. His base stat line is a 499, which is weird. I don't know why they wouldn't just give him one more for 500.
Yeah.
But Talonflame, very, very cool Pokemon. I think him and Staraptor are very comparable, where it's like you have those like hard-hitting recoil moves, so like Flare Blitz and Brave Bird. I really like Talonflame. I like the fire flying typing, similar to Charizard. I remember playing like the 5th gen games, or sorry, was it 6th gen? I think it was 6th gen. Yeah, 6th gen. The fact that they went away from the whole flying normal type at the very beginning of the game.
Yeah.
It turned into a fire flying, which I thought was sick. So I thought that was a very unique idea, very much like Staraptor, so I fell in love with it instantly. And he's good Pokemon. Very, very fast. Gale Wings is an unbelievable ability. And yeah, it just sucks about his 4 times weakness to rock types, but I'm not too worried.
All right. Before we get to honorable mentions, let's talk about the sponsor. No, I'm kidding. There's no sponsor. Anyway.
We don't get sponsors.
Not yet. We'll get there eventually. Anyway, my honorable mentions, Talonflame for sure, Crobat, Dragonite, Altaria, Toucanon, Drifloon,
Oh, I forgot about Toucanon.
Honchkrow, Aerodactyl, Braviary. There's just so many. It goes on and on. I'll stop at 9.
Yeah.
I think I was at 9.
Okay. Yeah. So my honorable mentions, I had like Togekiss, Crobat, Gliscor's on there, Braviary, like I was saying, he easily, if I had to pick a number 6, it'd probably be Braviary or one of these other ones that I'm about to say pretty quick here. But Braviary, Charizard's always obviously on there. I couldn't put him on the list though. Sadness. Pidgeot I had on there just because I like Pidgeot once you got a Mega. I have Galarian, Zapdos, and Moltres on there. I love Galarian, Zapdos.
What about Galarian Articuno?
No, okay, here's the thing. I love them all, and they're very, very cool. Okay, don't get me wrong. But even just the regular legendary birds, Zapdos has always been my favorite, hands down.
Fair.
No question. Okay. Galarian Zapdos, though, I think looks awesome. I love the fighting flying typing. I love his design, stuff like that. The Moltres, though, the dark flying, how it's like black with red flames, I think that design is the coolest of the 3, even though I love Zapdos the most. I think that's the coolest design. Articuno's still good, but it's just kind of not for me. So those 2 are definitely on my honorable mentions. I really like those 2. And then what I was saying earlier about grouping all the stuff that are the same, Salamence, Noivern, and Dragonite, I have them all on here as my honorable mentions. Now the reason why I didn't put them on my list, I was struggling not to put them on my list. Dragonite I definitely would have, but the reason why is just because all these dragon flying types are so common, and I already know what Mike's number 1 is. But with these guys, I sit here and I go, they're all very cool and they're so similar in how they're built. And I can't pick one over the other because they're all the same. So for me, that's why they're on my mentions. But there's so many flying types that are good. Like Mike said, Toucanon, I totally forgot about him. There's one more you said that I totally forgot about.
Altaria, Crobat.
Crobat. I put Crobat on there as well. I didn't originally have him, but I added him.
I have Drifloon and Honchkrow as well.
Oh, no. Screw those guys. I hate those guys.
All right. So let's move on to my number 1. My number 1 is Pidgey. No, Pidgey. No, it is Salamence. Base set of 600.
Damn, I didn't realize it was that high. Holy shit.
Mega Salamence is 700.
Holy fucking fuck.
He's
Mega Gyarados is only 640.
Yeah. I don't know. I've loved him for a very long time. He's always kind of been my favorite. No matter how much I love Flapple, Flapple will never pass Salamence, in my opinion, for the Dragon type on my team.
That's fair.
I loved him since the beginning. I've had him in every single game I can have him in. But yeah, moveset's great. Obviously, stats are great. Design is great. I mean, I don't love the Mega design as much, but
I don't like him so much either. But it's definitely like based off of what they have, it definitely works for it.
no, it definitely worked for him for sure. Making like it almost looks like a moon. Like it's great.
Yeah, it's like a glider.
Yeah. So yeah, Salamence is my number one. I've talked about him a couple of times. I'm surprised I even talked about him for that long. But
and then my number one Staraptor. We already talked about him. OG flying type besides Pidgeot. Like him, Pidgeot, and Braviary. Those three are so interchangeable. The only reason Staraptors, the design is just a little bit cooler for me, and I just like him a little bit better. So, but yeah, that's my top five. That's Michael's top five. For those of you that haven't seen these before, obviously you can tell we don't include starters and legendaries on our lists, only on our honorable mentions. Now we're going to do a Pokemon battle where we take our top five and then one of our honorable mentions, and we make a team, and then we battle. The honorable mentions, the reason why we keep it a secret, because we have a big list of them, is just to kind of like throw a curveball in there, try to mess with the other person. So that way it's not like you can guess the entire team of your opponent. But yeah, so we're going to go make those teams. We're going to have a battle, and we will see you guys in literally a second. All right. See you in a second.
All right. We are back for the battle. We are ready to go. Evan chose Dragonite as his extra, and I chose Crobat as my extra.
So I see that.
Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Go.
Yay, shiny. Oh, Crobat. Oh, battle speed. I think I beat you. Toxic. Get that shit out of here, man. You're going to be one of those fuckers.
Man, you use Stealth Rocks. I don't know how you're doing any better.
Yep. That is true. I'm going to be one of those fuckers. All right. Down goes Crobat. In comes Gyarados.
No, God.
There's literally one Pokemon in your team that would kind of fuck up my Aerodactyl, and I'm surprised you didn't use him. There. Ah. Oh, you didn't put Gigantamax on him. You just Dynamaxed him.
Whoops. Oh, well.
That's okay.
There's no way you're faster than me, right?
Oh, I'm definitely fast.
You're definitely faster than me.
I have Tailwind on. Even
Yeah.
without Tailwind. Max Airstream, eh? This is going to take a while.
Evan, you're prolonging the video.
That's the point.
No.
You got the paralyze off, though. That's going to help you. Oof.
Oh, come on. Thank you.
Oh. See, Gilwing should be...
It missed.
Why would you use Aqua Tail, Michael?
I didn't think it was going to miss.
It's got a 90% accuracy.
Yeah. It's got a better accuracy than fucking Stone Edge does.
That's true. You didn't have any other move, though?
I did, but I just...
Yeah.
Why did you go first? Why was that a thing?
I don't know. Maybe my speed was higher.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
I don't know. Staraptor. Yes, that Mega Salamence is scary as balls.
Holy fuck.
Come on, this. Yay. That's disappointing. Hey, yeah. Yes, Moxie. I love it.
I think I accidentally put Moxie on 2 Pokemon.
That's okay. Yay. All right, let's go through the team, shall we?
No, I'm not going to.
Yes.
It's fine.
Let's do it. All right.
I fucked up my strategy, let's be honest. I needed to choose wisely.
Right, so Salamence isn't bad. Stone Edge, Outrage, Body Slam, Steel Wing. Okay. I probably would have taken off Steel Wing and given it like Dragon Dance.
Yeah, probably.
Staraptor, Retaliate. That's interesting. Oh, you had Choice Band. Very interesting. See, now with Staraptor, I know you put Intimidate on him, which isn't bad. But his Reckless ability, that's why I was able to do so much damage to you with Brave Bird.
Yeah.
You should just set him up on that and then also giving him Double Edge instead of Retaliate.
I didn't really think of it because I was going to use Retaliate after, and then I realized that I would have to use Retaliate over and over again.
Yeah. Gyarados, Thunder, Rain Dance, Aqua Tail, Stone Edge. Okay, that one's not bad. I like the Rain Dance strategy with Gyarados where you go Thunder and Hurricane. Instead of Hurricane instead of Stone Edge, obviously because it's a flying battle. Stone Edge was the right choice though. Gliscor. I mean, yeah. The thing is with this Poison Heal ability. Okay, you did Gliscor so bad.
Yeah, I know.
So what you should have done is put a Toxic Orb on him.
Oh right, yeah.
So that's how the Poison Heal works, and then you set him up with some decent movesets. But he's more of like a speed, like you fuck around with him. So yeah, like if you go Toxic Orb.
Yeah, that's just pretend like I had that on there. I just never got to use it.
Go to your attacks for a sec. Scroll down. Whoa. Yeah, see, like with him, I probably would have went like a Stealth Rocks, U-turn, Toxic kind of setup, just to kind of like fuck with me.
See, I don't like doing that though. I don't like fucking with
people. I know. Corviknight's fine. I pretty much had the same setup. And Crobat, Toxic. I love it. Okay, let me share my screen. I'll show you my team.
Oh, last time it didn't work. I'm very much not like a strategic use Stealth Rock type of person.
Apparently, screen share is disabled. Help me. Oh, there we go. Okay. Here's my team. So I had the Staraptor, Reckless Billy with the Shell Bell. Yeah, just went for it with him. Talonflame, Brave Bird, Bulk Up, Flarebit's Roost, the Gale Wings ability, and leftovers, Aerodactylite. I didn't really properly double-edged for the rocket, but it was irrelevant, so I should have changed that. Doesn't matter though. Gyarados, Expert Belt, I just kind of went for it with him as well. Corviknight, he was set up as a G-Max attacker. I gave him Steel Beam for his attack thing that he gets. It's like G-move. And then I realized that by this point, all of my attackers were decided to make Dragonite a special attacker and just went full special attack with an assault. I know they're not perfect, but I kind of had some sort of strategy with each Pokemon, and they each had some sort of moveset that would help me out. So, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think of Tailwind. I didn't think of Stealth Rock. I didn't care.
Honestly, Tailwind and Stealth Rocks in a flying type battle is like, if you don't have it, you're fucked. But that's okay. Like Gliscor, honestly, his moveset should have been Poison Heal with Toxic Orb, Stealth Rock, Toxic, U-turn, and then an attacking move of some sort. But
yeah.
That's okay.
Anyway, that's gonna be
we're not competitive battlers. It's just for fun.
Yeah, I'm still learning. I'm just used to like giving my Pokemon 4 attacks and just
we're those kind of trainers where it's like we don't care about those other type of moves. We just want to fucking kill things, so we give them all the attacks that they can learn. But
obviously we're
slowly learning.
Yeah, we're learning a little bit. We're getting there. Eventually I'll full out Stealth Rock and do all that shit. But for now I think the people that do that are dicks. So people that like do that and anyway, make sure you follow us on social media at Piece of Kaake Gaming on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Subscribe for 21 away from 100. We'd love it if you got it. Make sure you like, comment down below saying who your favorite flying type is. And yeah, thank you guys all for watching. We will see you all later.
Bye.
Choose your character.